The fourth grade phase, the phase when friends are best friends. Games are for competition, and your confident kid will insist, "I've got this." There are only 2 more years left before the elementary phase is over. Before you panic and break out the baby books to reminisce, take a minute to appreciate one of the most fun and endearing phases of them all. You'll be amazed at how much your fourth grader will change this year. Physically, they will need approximately 10 to 11 hours of sleep each night. You may also notice early signs of puberty, acne, mood swings, rapid growth. I know, I said this phase was fun. It is. Socially, your kid will begin to enjoy puns, sarcasm, and sometimes crude jokes. They're able to collaborate on rules and consequences, and they may be drawn to humanitarian causes and enjoy service opportunities. While no 2 fourth graders are the same, there are a few universal truths when it comes to parenting and leading this phase. First, friends matter more. Fourth grade friend groups may be quickly turning into cliques, and friendships may evolve into best friends. Look for ways to fuel healthy friendships. They are the perfect place to learn some of the most valuable skills. Another fact about the fourth grade phase is that they learn competition can be fun. With a lifetime of practice under their belt, your fourth grader is ready to prove they can win. Almost nothing motivates a fourth grader more than a good competition. It's one way to show you how smart and fast and strong they really are. But since the outcome typically matters more than the game to them, you might be on the lookout for a few negotiations and rule changes along the way. There's one last truth I want to talk about. In this phase, natural confidence rules. It's the 5th year of school and your kid has this routine down. So on the days when your kid may be feeling anxious or worried, ask what you can do to help. Encourage persistence over performance and constantly remind them, you've got this. They are gaining the confidence they will need for the phases to come. In the fourth grade phase, you all have a specific role. Your role is to engage their interests. Your fourth grader can understand different points of view, empathize with others, and negotiate like a champ. That means one thing, your influence is shifting. Your kids still need you, but they're beginning to need you in a different way. If you want to engage their interests, then include peers, coach relational skills, and help your kid develop healthy friendships. It's important to keep in mind that your fourth grader thinks like a scientist. The way they process information best is when you give them challenges. Pay them to learn a new skill. Challenge them to see who can finish a book the fastest. Make chores interesting by offering some sort of incentive. Second, fourth graders are constantly asking the same question. Do I have friends? Nothing, absolutely nothing matters more to a fourth grader than knowing they have friends. That's why the best way to capture their heart is to develop friendships. You have more access to their relationships and lives right now than you will in a few years. Make an effort to get to know their friends, but keep your boundaries healthy. This should come as no surprise, but fourth graders are motivated by fun. You coach this motivation when you invite others to join in. Besides the late nights, the messes, and the empty refrigerators, what's more fun than a good sleepover? One exciting development in this phase is a fourth grader's ability to process information in a more complex manner. It's the perfect opportunity to plant seeds of spiritual growth in a fourth grader's heart. This year, you will provoke discovery so your child will trust God's character and experience God's family. Fourth graders are often introspective and enjoy having some alone time. Leverage this new tendency to help them develop a habit of spending time alone with God. Help them pick out a preteen devotional and continue having faith conversations at home. You can do these things by taking advantage of the time you already spend together. Your fourth grader is well aware by now of the habits and routines that make your family work. Make church a priority, but don't let it be the only time you talk about faith. Talk about God as you go about your day. You do that when you talk about the Bible. Say things like, have you read anything interesting in the Bible lately? Give them permission to ask hard questions. Say things like, I'm not sure what the answer to that is, but we can look it up together. You can also talk about how you manage finances as a response to God. Say things like, our family sets aside 10% of what we make to give our church. And finally, you can connect with a faith community. And don't just attend, get involved. Create relationships with parents in all seasons of life. You'll need their support and wisdom now and as your child moves on to the next phase. Time with a fourth grader will move more quickly than you think. In fact, there are approximately 468 weeks from the time a fourth grader turns 9 until they leave home and move on to what's next. Remember, it's just a phase, so don't miss it.